everybody, welcome to Ellis Mowers. I appreciate y'all watching the channel as always. Y'all seem to enjoy these trade videos, pick videos, and so I'm going to keep on doing them. Hopefully I'll follow them up after the video of me fixing whatever I fix on the trade video. This y'all saw the Cub Cadet one where I got multiple items in that. I got 2 push mowers and a generator out of that, and I have already fixed 1 push mower and it's leaving. It's actually leaving now, basically, at the time of filming this video. Another one that I have fixed is this generator. It's a Generac SE 5000 watt. Y'all saw me have to do the whole carb clean and everything, whole fuel system clean out, including the gas tank, fuel lines, the ultrasonic carb clean. It's been listed for a couple weeks now. Hadn't really gotten a hit on it. I had it at 325. I lowered it to 300. I got a trade offer of 2 generators, a 3750 watt Coleman, a 2500 watt Coleman generator, and a newer Generac pressure washer. He asked if I would want to do a 3-for-1 deal, and I said I think I can do that. And he told me that he was an hour away. Either way, I think I'm going to be making out okay on this, because I have already paid for the lot that I got this generator from, and I have no money in it apart from ultrasonic cleaner and time, which really was only a couple of hours. And so I'll be making out good either way. Generators are usually slow to sell unless a storm comes. This guy in particular was downsizing from 2 houses to 1 house. He's getting older and wants something that's really easy to start. This thing right here, if I barely even pull the rope, it'll start right up. It's one of the easiest things I've ever had to start. Y'all saw I put pull handles and a couple of wood blocks to level it out and to make it easier to pull around. We're going to take my Honda Element up, throw this in the back of that. We're going to put the other 2 generators and the pressure washer in the back of it and bring it on home. And I'll catch y'all whenever I get back home with all the items. We'll evaluate them, see if they even run or not, if I have to do a little bit of carb cleaning and whatnot to them. Hopefully not. We'll see though. He says he has run non-ethanol in everything, and so hopefully I'll just be able to get them and do some, maybe an oil change or some small maintenance items to them and get them back out the door. Although pressure washer will sell fairly quickly, hopefully. And the 2 generators, I should be close to doubling my money, maybe at least make a couple $100 off of the deal. Again, compounding your money. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go take this. We're going to go bring, hopefully, as all goes well, bring back the other trades and see how we did. Again, if you have any questions about this video or any video you see on the channel, you can reach out to me at ellis@ellismowers.com. I also have affiliate links down below with companies that I have partnered with reviewing items and putting items on mowers or trucks or whatever here to help make them better. Let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you what we end up with. Alright guys, so let me open the Element up, and I'll tell you what, y'all saw Pate's performance if you follow his channel. He put a Craftsman riding mower in one of these things. Without the deck, mind you, but my goodness, even with the seats up like I've got it. I don't have him beat, but I do have quite a bit in here. I have this generator. It's a 3750 watt Coleman. This is like a 2500 watt Coleman, and then a full-size pressure washer, which is kind of nice. So it was about an hour trip. I saved, I don't know, probably $10 in gas just driving this instead of driving my truck, which honestly would have been a little bit of an overkill for all of this. But yeah, I don't have you beat, Jason, but this thing right here will shove a bunch of stuff in and swallow it all up. Let me get it all out and we'll get a good closer look of all of these things and just get a quick overview of what is probably going to need to be done to them. And now that we've got it out, here it is. All 3 items here. They are in pretty good shape. Just a little dusty from sitting in the garage for a certain amount of time. But totally good. Hopefully we've got good ones here. two generators and a pressure washer. First one is this 5.5 horsepower horizontal shaft that comes. It's a Coleman Power Made. I think it's a 3750. So this is kind of a nice mid-sized generator between just a little bitty one and then your big 5,000 watt one. So you got quite a bit of good power with this. Never really worked on a horizontal that comes up before, but it seems like it's fairly straightforward. It looks like it may need a primer bulb. I don't know. It almost kind of looks like it's been replaced. It may just need a jet clean out. So that's not going to be too bad. Just a little cleaning up and get that one going. And like I said, I think it'll be about $225 or so for this one. And let's see, air filter looks even in good shape. A little bit of varnish on it, but nothing crazy. And then we've got this 2500 watt Coleman generator. It's got the 5 horsepower Quantum Briggs & Stratton on it, made in 2002. This one should be easy because it's got the choke deal here on it instead of the primer bulb. So we have a primer bulb option if we need it. I might steal that backing plate and put it on a different machine, because those are really nice to have if I need them. But like I said, here's the choke, and you got your on-off switch. Both of these just have two 120 outlets, but most of the time that's what most people just need. So nothing crazy or ridiculous. Again, I think these just either have old gas in them, or maybe even this one has the low oil switch. It may have a problem with that. And then the other last item is this Generac pressure washer, which isn't terribly old. It probably is 10 years old or so. Looks like it's been used somewhat, but nothing ridiculous. Just needs a good cleaning, and this might run. These might run on he said he always put non-ethanol gas in it. This one, like I said, may run by itself, which we might give a quick check. I don't know if the fuel, I don't know if there's any gas in it or not, but it smells like varnish in there though, so I don't know. But we'll try, we'll at least make sure these all run on starting fluid, and if so, I mean, we'll go ahead and fix them. This one probably not going to worry about making a video on, because it's probably going to be just a carb clean. I'm going to join these two up with a third generator I got back there from the Cub Cadet trade, and we're just going to go to town on 3 generators at once, make one big video out of it, because I think they are just going to need carb cleans and fuel system clean outs, if that. They may just need a little bit of resurrection. That gas in there actually doesn't smell bad at all. I don't think this one's going to take very much. This one here, I don't know, it seems like it's probably set a little bit longer. I can smell a little bit of varnish in there. So, we'll see. But this one right here, I definitely can smell some stuff in. So, like, it's fairly strong. So, like I said, I have a feeling that carb cleanouts are going to be in my future on these. But anyways, that's let me grab some starter fluid. I'll take some covers off and see what we can do with these things. All right, let's go through all these. I think I might start with the big Tecumseh generator first, or the biggest. It's like a mid-size, but it's got a primer bulb in it. I saw that the fuel was off. It has fresh fuel in it because he did just try and start it up a couple weeks ago. So let me see if the primer bulb works. Primer bulb works really well. It's probably going to start. So he said he was pulling on this for a while and couldn't get it to go. Pretty sure he forgot to turn the gas on. But I think he was happy because he wanted, I mean, he got a bigger generator that's even easier to start than that one. So that one right there, we're going to make sure that the oil is good and we're going to send it. Might even already have a buyer for it. That's awesome though. I had a suspicion, especially when the primer bulb, there was a little bit of old gas that came out, so I am going to run it for a little bit, but that one's good. So I pretty much almost made my money back. Let's check this little one, see if it'll start for us. I don't think this one will, but I stand corrected. We'll check, I'll get the multimeter and I'll check the voltages here in just a second. Can we be 3 for 3? I don't think we will be, but we'll try. I'm not going to let this one run very long, obviously, because it's a pressure washer, if it starts at all. I'm done. They all started on the first pull. Goodness gracious. I wasn't told that they were non-running, but I figured that since they had set up a while that they would be. But man, they're not. That's amazing. Oh man, what a trade. What a trade. They all started on the first pull. Oh. They just need cleaning up, guys. I'm going to do that off camera. And we'll go ahead and we'll test everything out here. I'll make sure that the voltage is good on the generators. And we'll hook the pressure washer up. And I might use the pressure washer to wash off these two. And we're going to be done with these, guys. That's awesome. I was expecting to work most of the day on these 3 items. Like I said, I was not told that they didn't run. I was just told that they had been stored for a while. I was told that that one didn't run, and the guy was tired of messing with it. But I think it was just because the fuel was off. And there was a little bit of old fuel in the bowls, so I got that. But that never happens to stuff that I get. I'm sure something's going to pop up, but wow. All right, let me go ahead and wash everything up. I'll give you a finished look of all of them, and we'll wrap this, what turned out to be a trade video up, and a video that I don't have to repair anything before I have to sell, or before I resell it. So that's awesome. All right, guys, here they are, all cleaned up, ready to roll. I hope I have buyers for the 2 generators already. I've had 2 people ask me this week about a generator. Actually, one guy asked me while I was at the lake delivering this. I'll explain that story at the end. I delivered it literally to a lake house. So this is where I got all this from. So I'll tell you all the story about that. Those are some of the nicest people. But like I said, all 3 of these started on the first pull. I've cleaned them all up. I'll give you a final look. We won't start them again. We know they run. They're pulling 120 volts at all the outlets, and so they're going to be perfect. The Generac turned out fairly good. It's got a little bit of fading on the plastics and whatnot, but this thing probably, I would love to get 150 for it. I think I can get that. and it washed these, it washed that mower, it washed that mower, and it washed, can we see that generator up there? Yeah, the blue generator that I got in that Cub Cadet trade. I went ahead and washed it before I worked on it because I think that might be my next project. But yeah, so the Generac's ready to rock and roll. I did change the oil in this because it was a little dark. It has seen some use, but it's running great. It's a 2800 PSI, and it's got the Conda engine on it. The 196cc overhead valve. Honda clone. Runs good. Y'all heard it. And pump works great too. Had to purge some air out of it when I originally started it, but hey, small things. The generator, again, just had to knock off some dust off of this thing, some dirt, and it basically looks like new. It's kind of funny, they just use like a little pressure washer frame and put a generator motor underneath it, and it works great. So never had one of these before. I kind of like these because they're nice and light, and you can lift them in the truck and stuff and not have to need two people. But I don't have a need that justifies something like that at this point in time. So, you know, I always run across stuff. So, and then the last one, this one turned out super nice as well. The 3750 watt Coleman here. Oil was good on this, but oil was good on both the generators, basically brand new. Like I said, it had fresh gas in it. Just need to turn the gas on and give it a few primes, and it started right up. Y'all saw all these start right up on the first pull. You cannot beat that, guys. So pricing wise, probably 150, 160, same for that. And this one's probably going to be the 200, 225 range. I had the generator listed for $300. As I got that as part of a lot that I had already made my money back on by selling 2 lawnmowers. So basically I had nothing in the generator. I was going to sell it for $300. But if I get 150, 150, 200, then I've made a couple $100 just by literally pressure washing 3 things and driving, well, ended up being 2 hours round trip, but well worth the trip. I mean, if I got paid $200 to drive 2 hours, I mean, I enjoy driving, so I don't really consider it a chore. Anyways, let's wrap this video up. Alright guys, that sun is bright this morning, but I hope the camera picks up how nice these things turned out. They turned out really, really well. I'm really happy with them. Like I said, hopefully I have the 2 generators sold already. I've got messages out to those guys, and we'll see what they end up deciding to do. One of them might end up going for the bigger generator than this 3750 watt, just maybe because of the 240 hookup. That's the only compromise really with this. I really like it. It's on the smaller side. It would do most everything that one would need to at least power the essentials, like your refrigerator if you have a chest freezer, and I don't know, your internet router and your TVs if you needed it, and all your major appliances. I mean, you throw a window AC in the window and be good to go. Maybe a space heater or 2. Pretty much that's all you really need. This would be nice for like portable if somebody went out camping or something like that. They could take that and throw it in the back of their truck and power most of your essentials out when you're camping too. So then obviously your pressure washer, those things usually sell pretty quickly, so I don't really have an issue. I have an issue with that. The story behind me going to get these, this couple is probably the nicest couple we have ever gone to go see for a trade deal. Mrs. Ellis Mowers came with me, and I'm glad she did. These guys lived on, I mean, it's no secret if you look on my Facebook page, I live in Oxford, North Carolina. Lake Gaston, you have Carr Lake not too far north of me, maybe 20 minutes. Lake Gaston's maybe 35 to 40. These guys lived about an hour away from me on Lake Gaston, kind of on the eastern side, on the northeastern side, so I had to go across the lake to get over there. But man, it was worth it. They have a lake house, and they're like, come back anytime. And we stayed there. I probably stayed there for a couple of hours just talking to them. And we talked, because I drove my Honda Element and we talked about that a little bit. He has a Honda Ridgeline, and we just mentioned how much we love Hondas, as if you know the channel, and just had a great time out there for a couple of hours before we came back. Grabbed some ice cream on the way back too, as our Friday night date night. But super nice couple. Funny thing was, their power was out when I went up there to pick it up, or to pick up these and drop off that other generator. Their power had come back on by the time I had gotten there. But they have a house on the lake, jet skis, paddle boat, regular boat, nice dock. We got to just enjoy our time out there that evening. And so that, people you meet a lot of times makes the trade deals worth it as well, because you make connections like that. And super nice folks. They were in Virginia Correctional. I think the man was in the Highway Patrol, and she was in social work and doing corrections and in the state prisons up there in Virginia, doing work. And they're both retired now, getting them state benefits. So that's not a bad way to be. But anyways, thank y'all. I want to thank those guys on the channel here. And ended up getting 3 great trades, honestly, meeting some great people. And they got a heck of a generator. That Generac that y'all saw in the previous video, you could barely even, like, a 3-year-old could pull that thing and get it to start. It was so easy to start. So they ended up getting a really good generator, and I ended up getting a really good trade. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I appreciate y'all watching. I know y'all enjoy videos like this of, you know, this is what you can do if you trade things. You can trade up, make a couple $100s on something very easy actually here. And I figured they would be pretty easy fixes just by the fact that they were all garage stored. And I was right. Sometimes you make a gamble, and it worked out pretty well. Maybe spent $15 worth of gas to go up there and get it, since I was able to not have to take my truck. And you never know if we might get trades on these. So again, thank y'all for watching. Y'all are great supporters of the channel. Well over 5,000 subscribers at this point, which means that y'all are watching the videos and enjoy the content, because we keep growing. Thank y'all again. Again, if you have any questions about this video or any video on the channel, you can reach out to me, Ellis at ellismowers.com, or at ellismowers09 on Instagram and Facebook. I also have affiliate links down below with companies that I am affiliated with that I've done product reviews for. I will catch y'all on the next video. See you then.